And so, like I said, we're going to focus in one of the things that measures the effect of relationship in our life is the word emotion. Is the emotions it evokes. You know, when we talk about perception, loneliness, it evokes an emotion. Some of those emotions, if those emotions are the right one, they give us life. If those emotions are the wrong one, they give us death. Death. They give us death, right? We die. It kills us. When the emotions are the right one, they give us life. They fill our tank. When the emotions are the wrong one, they drain us. They drain us, right? Let's quickly look at, we talked about emotion 2 Sundays ago, but do a quick revision of what we spoke about. You know, the American Psychological Association defines emotions as a conscious mental reaction. Get what? It's a reaction, right? So emotions don't exist in a world of their own. They are provoked. They are evoked. It's a reaction, not an action. Emotions don't just come of their own accord. They come because of something, right? So you can provoke a particular emotion that you desire in another person and in yourself. Emotions can be controlled and should be controlled. When you don't control emotions, they'll kill you. Emotions are good servants, bad masters. They are meant to be controlled if you want to have a good life, right? Emotions are not actions, they are reactions. They respond to something. And to control them, then you have to take ownership of that thing they are reacting to. Take ownership of the action by being intentional and proactive about it. By being intentional and proactive about it. I was sharing with someone yesterday, and the person had a crush that is turning a life upside down. But that crush is a reaction. It didn't just come of its own. It's reacting to something in her life. And she doesn't have to be the servant of that crush because there are red flags all around it. So she needs to go to the source and take control of where that crush is coming from and put it where it belongs. Emotions, they are conscious, mental. It's not a physical. Emotion is not physical, even though you feel it in your body. It's a mental. You feel it in your body, but it's a mental reaction. It's not physical reaction. It's a mental reaction. You feel the effect in your body, but it's a mental reaction, right? Emotion is another word for emotion is emotion, energy in motion, energy in motion. But that energy comes as a result of your mental response to something. So it's a conscious mental reaction, which examples anger, fear, love, crush, infatuation, right? Subjectively, emotions are not necessarily objective. They're never objective. They are subjective. They don't have direction of their own. They don't have voice of their own. They need leadership. They need to be directed. You can feel like killing somebody. You can feel like kissing your cousin. You can feel like having sex with your mother or your father. Emotions are not objective. They are just there. They're just there. God gave them to us because he believes that we can control them. We are the one that gives it direction. Emotions have no direction. So that's the problem with all of these people that talk about being homosexual, lesbian, all of that. Because you feel something for a girl doesn't mean you should go there. Those are emotions. They have no leadership of their own. They have no head of their own. It's subjective. You can feel like having sex with an animal. It's subjective. You then have to give it definition based on your value system. Emotions will kill you if you have no value. If you have no ethics, you will kill you. If you have no morals, emotions will kill you. Emotions need to be directed by your value system, your belief system, your moral, your ethics, because they are not objective. It's just a feeling. You are reacting to something. Telling you to do, you feel like doing crazy thing. It's energy, just moving around, just that use. Part of that energy is a sexual energy. Probably the strongest energy. People who are foolish just do whatever the sexual energy is telling them to do. You must not lose your head just because you have energy around. Energy, emotion. Don't lose your head because you have energy. Direct it. Direct it where you need to go. Direct it where it will profit you. Direct it where it will make you a better person. Direct it in the line of your vision. Direct it in the line of your purpose, your intent in life, your essence in life. Direct it where it will make you a better person. It will increase. It will increase you, will increase the people around you. Direct it according to your morals, your ethics, your value system, your belief system. Don't be a prisoner to the energy. Be the master of your energy. So what we'll talk about, is, transmuting that energy. The way you to transmute energy is to convert it from one form to the other. There's a sexual energy telling you to do something stupid, but because your moral says otherwise, you don't become a servant of the subjectivity. You bring your objectivity to bear and direct that energy to what is right, what will move you forward, not what will take you backwards. Don't allow 1 second pleasure destroy your life. You have been building a life for 20 years just because your sexual energy is all going haywire because you have seen some naked person or someone that you think he has fantasy, and you destroy the life you have been building for 20 years. There's something called transmutation. You can transmute that energy by not being a servant to it, but by holding yourself and directing it according to the morals in your life, your value system, your belief system, your ethics. It's called transmutation of energy. That's how people make it in life. If you're a servant to emotion, servant to sexual energy, servant to every other emotion, you are not going to go far in life. You are going to be a prisoner. Prisoner. People will know you for that, and they will use it against you. But Bible says that a man that cannot control himself is like a city without walls. So if you are not able to control the energy, emotion, your emotions, you are like a city without walls. You cannot defend yourself against the enemy. People can see you and know how to get you. Just say this thing and you will miss it. Just send a girl to him and he will fall flat. Send a man to her, he will fall flat. Let a man give her money, she will open her legs. You are like a city without walls when you can't control your emotions. And one of those emotions is sexual energy. If you can't control your sexual energy, you are a city without walls. You are not going to go far in life. You are a prisoner. You're a prisoner to your emotions. You aren't going to go far in life. If you want to go far in life, you must be someone that controls the energy, emotion in your life. You're able to control the emotions in your life. You're able to control the sexual energy in your life. That's the way to go far in life. That's the way to build a life that is built to last, a life that goes from good to great, to build a life that goes from good to great, to build a life that lasts. You must be able to control the energy in your life. You must be able to control the energy, emotion in your life. So, again, emotions, energy, emotion, right? It's a conscious mental reaction. You are conscious of that mental reaction, but that mental reaction, that mental consciousness is reacting to a thing, is reacting to a thing, is reacting to a naked body, is reacting to a breast, is reacting to nipples, is reacting to someone's backside, is reacting to something you saw, something you felt, something someone said. But that reaction, that energy that comes to life is not objective, it is subjective. It's an explosion. You must direct it. Don't follow it. You must direct it using your value system, using your belief system, using your morals, using your ethics, using your purpose in life, your vision in life. Don't kill somebody because you feel like killing the person. You will regret it for the rest of your life. Don't slap somebody just because you feel like slapping the person. You might regret it. Someone will say, if you slap the person dies. You're going to be, you just murdered somebody, irrespective of what the person did to provoke that. You are responsible for what you do. That's that place in scripture. Jesus would say, if someone slaps you, turn the other one. What he's saying is, take control of the emotions, take control of the energy, emotion, take control. Don't let it control you. The energy that comes to bear because someone stops you is subjective, it's not objective. You give it direction, you give it purpose. You don't have to slap someone back because the person slapped you. You are responsible for what you do, irrespective of what the person did. Yes, the emotions that come to bear are reacting to what was done. Someone slapped you, you feel angry. You feel upset. You feel enraged. You feel like killing somebody. Your feelings are not rational. You give it the rationale, the rationale. You are responsible for your action, not your emotion. Your emotions come of their own because of what was done. They are reacting to what was done. But what you do is up to you. You give it objective. You give it direction. Energy was created. You have to decide how to use that energy. You are responsible for the energy that was created as a result of that, the things that evoke the emotion. You cannot blame that on someone else. So it is subjectively experienced as strong feelings, usually directed towards a specific object, which typically will be the object that provoked the reaction, and typically accompanied by physiological and behavioral changes in the body. Yes. So when I have emotions for a man, I start feeling something in my penis or whatever it is. For a woman, whatever it is, maybe you start feeling wet or something. Yes. It doesn't mean you have to follow after it or be a prisoner to it. All right. I remember counseling a lady years ago, and every time she has ovulation, she feels she must have sex. Unfortunately, our husband worked offshore. She is not always around because she has that feeling, that belief that she must have sex. She goes out. to have sex with someone else. She was a prisoner of her belief, of her thought pattern. You can hold yourself back because you're going through a ovulation and you feel like having sex doesn't mean you must have sex. You can hold yourself. You can transmute that energy to do something to better use. Use that energy to take care of the house, clean the house, develop a business, focus on something that is useful rather than just being a community well. You're responsible for your emotions. It's energy created because something took place. Yes, you feel it in your body. You tend to want to do something or the other, but you must do what is right. You are not a prisoner to your emotions. I'm going to go on. Spend so much time on these emotions. Hope it helped you. I hope you got something from it. I did, you know. But our emotions can point us to hidden truths about the wishes and fears in our life, our expectations of life, about how others should behave, and the reasons we view our partners the way we do. You know, how I feel when my wife does one thing or the other tells a lot about me, right? How I feel when someone touches me tells about the expectations in my life. You know, and we'll talk about the love languages, you know, as we go along here. And we all react, they're separate differently. But you learn about yourself based on the emotions that are evoked, that the energy, the emotions that come to bear, that given birth to, you know, due to what someone did or did not do. Someone says a word to me, what's important to me? I start feeling sexual because someone says the right words to me. Because I feel sexual doesn't mean I must have sex. It's energy, emotion. I have to give that energy direction. But it means a lot to me because words mean a lot to me. Someone touches me. It means a lot to me. For me, it's care. It's affection. I feel sexual. Doesn't mean I have to have sex. I can transmute that energy according to my belief, my value system. But emotions, obviously, the energy that gets evoked because of what someone did or did not do tells a lot about us. Someone talks anyhow to me and I feel like slapping the person or I feel belittled, tells about what's important to me. It's respect is important to me. Doesn't mean I have to slap the person. Doesn't mean I have to respond to the person. Doesn't mean I have to fight the person. I have to use discretion. I have to use my discretion to decide on what is right at that moment, even though the emotions tells a lot about me. When we experience a strong emotion, positive or negative, a sudden welling up of gratitude or surge of anger at being misunderstood is an indication of something deeper. The way we feel when people do one thing or the other tells who we are. Sometimes it points to something in our life, our coping styles, something that was done or was not done to us sometime in our life. You could talk about how much affirmation we had when we're growing up or not, what we think about ourselves. See, when you're certain about yourself, then someone belittling you, it's water off the back of a crocodile. But when you already have a low self-esteem, then more emotions are generated because someone's talking down to you. When you have a sense of self, the emotions that are generated when someone tries to belittle you are less because you know yourself. But when your sense of self is low, the energy that's generated is a whole lot more, right? So the emotions that get evoked when someone does one thing or the other tells a lot about who you are, tells about the things that feed you, tells about your love language. You know, it reveals things about you. And it's not for you then to cry, it's for you to work on that area of your life. It's for you to build the fence, the wall that you might need to guide yourself. It's for you to learn areas in your life you need to take care of, right? But obviously, we want the right emotions to be generated. People that belong to our tribe will generally evoke the right emotions, positive emotions in our life. People that are just out there, uh, possibly thinking about belittling us of at war with us will tend to generate wrong emotions. It's up to us, to defend ourselves, defend our hearts. The Bible will say, guard your heart with all diligence. Part of it proceeds the issues of life, right? Yeah, part of it proceeds the energy of life. So the emotions you evoke tells you who you are. Then you know what to stay away from and what to stay close to. It tells you your weaknesses and your strengths. Emotions are a type of depth indicator for a relationship. The emotions they evoke, probably tell you how much a relationship matters to you. If someone you truly trust in and want to build a lasting relationship with does or says something, it's going to hurt you deeper than someone that you don't care about. So sometimes the way you feel tells you where you are in a relationship. You know, uh, Things that someone else would do that doesn't matter. Someone that you're expecting much more from, it will evoke more energy, you know, emotion if they do the same thing. So emotions are in a way tell us where we are in a relationship, what we care about, you know, how far we want it to go or not. So emotions could be a kind of how deep we are in a relationship, an indicator of how deep or how much we treasure a relationship or not. Emotions tell us the things that are important to us and also what's important to our partners. Yes, the emotions. I mean, if someone says something and it doesn't matter to you, that means if someone says something that doesn't matter to you, it's not going to generate emotions, it's not going to generate energy. But if someone that's critical to you, it's important to you, you place value on, it will generate energy in you, whether it be positive or negative, right? So emotions it just reveals to you who you are, and also reveals to you who your partner is. If you love that person, you will work to generate positive emotions, not negative, right? Someone that you care about, someone you want to be closer to, you want to develop a stronger bond with. You seek to generate more positive emotions than that and less of the negative emotions. If all you do is create the negative emotions, you're going to be drawing apart. Yeah, people that grow apart is because they don't spend time, they don't invest to evoke positive emotions. For you to be drawing together, you draw closer to someone that generates positive emotions in you, right? I have a couple of friends, a lot of friends. I was sharing with my goddaughter yesterday. I have more female friends than men friends, right? And that's expected, right? Because I have daughters, I don't have a son. Uh, I have a senior sister, two junior sisters after me before my first brother and my three brothers, right? So I grew up, spent too much time with women. It's my comfort place with women, and um, that you, it, there are people that you just find a comfort place with. You find a comfort place with them, and that's because the emotions that's generated is the positive emotions that you want, right? Anybody that you don't want to be close to or irritates you because they generate in negative emotions, right? If you want to be connected to people or people that you get connected with because they feel something in you, they generate positive mood. We'll call them vibe. They generate positive vibes in you, right? And we all want good vibes. We draw closer to people that generate positive vibes in us, good vibes in us. People that generate bad vibes in us, we stay away from. We only get close to them because we must. But if we have a choice, we'll stay away from everybody that generates bad vibes in us, bad energy. Want to stay away from bad energy, toxic energy. Want to stay away from, right? So we draw close to people that generate good energy, good vibes, you know, in us. So if there's somebody you want to be close to then you need to focus on generating the good vibes, the positive energy with that person, and this does not just have to be with your spouse, just be friendship as a whole. If you want to be somebody that wants to make friends, you have to find out about that person, find out what are the good vibes for that person, and generate those vibes. You'll be friends. The person will seek you. The person will seek you if you generate good vibes with the person, because we all draw near to the things that feed something inside of us, consciously or unconsciously. We all draw near to the things that feed something inside of us, whether we know it or not. The things that you seek to be near to and to spend time with is because it's feeding something inside of you, whether is feeding it consciously or unconsciously, but somehow it is feeding something inside of you. Everything that generates good vibes inside of you, everything that generates the right emotion, energy inside of you or around you, are the things you seek to spend time with. So if you want your marriage then to be healthy, to be good, to be lasting, to be paradise, then you have to seek to generate the vibes that your spouse likes. You have to seek to generate the energy that makes your spouse to come alive. When you do that, she will just automatically love you. She will automatically seek you, because it is the way we are created. We are created to seek that which feeds something on the inside of us, consciously or unconsciously. If you can generate the emotions in your spouse that makes your spouse come alive, feel alive, be at rest, be at peace, your marriage is made. If you can do that for a friend also, you have a friend for life. If you do the opposite, the people will run away from you. Right? Elite